like this time of day. Well, my girlfriend made fun of me. She's all, your favorite time of day is night? No, it's still day. I like the colors in the sky. It's pretty. Got a nice crescent moon going on up here. I heard a flat earther talking to some globe earther. I think it was on the New Perspective channel. He was shout out to New Perspective channel. Should sub to him. He posts cool stuff. Just people having conversations about flat Earth. But he was saying, he's like, I don't know if the moon ever passes directly overhead. I'm like, well, what the fuck? Do you watch the moon? Man, you gotta get away from your computer. You gotta get AFK every once in a while, you know? Away from keyboard. And go outside and look. It's funny how people sit there in their houses arguing about what the Earth looks like, and they don't even get out and look at it. The moon does go directly over your head. Depends where you are, what time of year or whatever. Where I live here in California, Northern California, the moon passes directly overhead in the winter. And it's still doing that really, even though it's not winter anymore. But I don't know if it's something that, if it only happened, I think it might happen throughout the year, but I've noticed it happens in the winter though, for sure. It's pretty much directly overhead right now, actually. Now that I think about it, now that I notice. The moon. See the moon up there directly overhead? Go to my left. There's a good moon on the right. Or no. Now there's a good moon on my right. Now where is it? Oh. There's the good moon on my right. You know how the moon, how it's missing part, you know how it's like, its phase or whatever, and the part that's not lit up. If you watch the moon throughout the day, is that what they mean by a cartwheeling? You'll notice the part that's lit and the part is like it moves around. Like if you look up at the moon in the morning and you can see it during the day or whatever, and it's like you'll see the lit up part is on just on the bottom or something, say for instance, and then later in the day you go look and the part that's lit up is in a different spot. And I guess that's probably because it's moving around and the sun's lighting it up. You know, there's a lot of stuff about the heliocentric model that really is, it checks out pretty sufficiently. But that's natural. I mean, I don't think they were trying to make a deception, really. I think there's, like, if it was real, whatever happened, I mean, there's probably plenty of skeptics along the way that were, like, attempting to falsify it, you know, and at a certain point it became like, you know, it became like this fucking dogma to where every time something was falsified, they just created a new hypothesis to sort of patch it up. You can see way too far. Oh, well, that just has to do with refraction. Really? Is that something you can prove? Well, kinda. I don't know. It seems like that's kind of not very good science. Well, it has to be something like that. I mean, because we know the Earth is a globe. That's the kind of science that pisses me off, when you start off with knowing something. Trying to find out stuff. You're not trying to just know shit. No shit. Not trying to just know shit. We're trying to learn shit. If you already think you know everything, then what's the point of trying to learn anything? I've been asking people lately, and I haven't let up because I haven't gotten a good answer from anybody yet. The only good answer I can think of is my answer. The answer to the question of, how come we can hear thunder? Like, why is there thunder? I know why there's thunder or why it happens, but I just want to know why it's so loud and why it reverberates across the sky as though Earth were a giant speaker cabinet. I haven't gotten a sufficient response. Like, I don't think sound can reverberate like that against a vacuum. I don't think that's how sound works. In fact, I know it isn't how sound works because I'm a musician and I've had to play gigs before, and I know that, like, you know, the bigger speaker cabinet you have for your amp, the louder you're gonna be. And like, if you go outside to play, you know, it's gonna be quieter because it's like if you're in a boomy room, you know, there's a room and it's like it's bouncing off the walls, it's all echoey and like it's loud. You go outside, there's a lot more space to fill. The sound travels and it's not as loud. And I think the reason why we have the loudest noise I can think of is thunder. As far as like a natural, like, oh, I thought my phone charger was out here. Oh, fuck, I gotta go back in the house. As far as there being like a natural, like Mother Nature's noise, thunder is probably one of the loudest noises that Mother Nature makes on a regular basis. And I don't think we could hear thunder without the firmament being there to reverberate against. It seems like obvious logic. I know that's not science, but it kind of is. It's just like using logic, right? Because we know that sound needs to bounce off of things in order to be heard. And I'm taking this one even further. I'm thinking, well, how would we have sound at all? I mean, let's just say my idea is like, how would we have air pressure? And we got to be enclosed. And now they want to say it's like, well, gravity acts on air as it acts on everything else. It pulls it towards the center of Earth or whatever. That's an explanation that almost kind of works, but like, not really. But anyways, let's just give them that one. But does gravity work on sound? I don't think so. I don't think that sound has mass. It's a perturbation of the ether. Travels in waves. And so I wonder why we can hear thunder. If there really is a vacuum above us, I would think that whatever sound that would be occurring from the friction and the electrical discharge occurring, I would think that would be silenced by the vacuum. I would think that the sound would just be sucked into it along with everything else, including us. But I think the reason we have sound in the first place is because we're enclosed. You know? And, you know, like if you're playing music through